Hi, I'm Calvin DeMint. I'm a senior humanities major, and welcome back to our summer interview series. Today I'm getting to sit down with Sal. He's kind of a celebrity around here. Hey Sal, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing well. Why don't you tell us about your role at LCU?
So I'm the food service director on campus. I've been here since August of 2005, leading the team. So
that's very cool. And what are you in charge of? Like, what's a day like for you?
So oversee all of food service on campus, food and beverage. So anything, whether it's Starbucks, Chef Express, the cafeteria where primarily all the students come in, especially the ones that live on campus. And then if there's any sporting events, we're also in charge of that. Along with all of that, any special events, whether hosted by the university or even exterior, a customer off campus, we'll do catering events and cater to those needs.
Okay, so what's something you nerd out on?
So kind of in line with what I do for a living, I nerd out on really tasty food. All of my close friends make fun of me. Some of them even can mimic what I do. But if I'm eating somewhere and food is really tasty, they make fun of my eyes. Apparently my eyes roll back into my head, which of course, since I can't see myself, I don't see that. But I've been caught on numerous occasions doing that, especially when you get to dessert. Dessert's kind of the tip of everything. So something really tasty will make that happen. But that's probably what I nerd out the most on.
Very cool. Side note, what's your favorite dish?
I don't know that I have a favorite dish.
Okay.
I like good food. I like the company with the food as well. But I've been asked that many times. I just like to taste, random things as well. So trying new food items and experiencing those things are always fun.
What is an epic fail or a valley in your life that looks better now that you're past it?
So being a manager with Aramark, or even in the food industry, for those that may not know, you move around a lot. Mm-hmm. So graduating straight out of Hardin-Simmons in 2000, I then took a position over in Clearwater College in Clearwater, Texas in 2001. And I was there for 3 years, and then I moved on in my career and moved to Tarleton State in Stephenville, Texas. And when I went there in 2004, I went there with the intent of trying to save the place for our company. And unfortunately, at that time, we didn't save it. Fortunately for LCU, and I think for myself and my personal life at the time, LCU had an opening. I interviewed, came to Lubbock. I grew up in Snyder, so Lubbock to me is really home. And I did a day of interviewing, interviewed I think with 3 different people if I recall, and then the rest has been history. So when we were told in May of 2005 that we had lost the contract to a competitor, it was a really hard day. I got the phone call from my DM at the time, and basically he's like, just pack your stuff and just go home for the day.
Oh, wow.
So I did. And it was extremely hard because I thought it was my reason. It was me who lost the account, and that was not the reason. If anything, it would have been the team that we had at the time, along with myself, that would have saved the account for us. But so glad that's behind us. 15 years later, I'm still here at Lubbock Christian University.
That's very cool. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to do?
I would have to probably put the time that we're all in right now, having to navigate through the coronavirus and having to figure out the best thing for what our students need and what it should look like, especially come fall, is the hardest thing probably that I've ever done. The biggest reasoning behind all of that is you can make plans today, and tomorrow or a week from now, it can completely change. Mm-hmm. And not only change based on what's going on in Lubbock, but based on what's going on around the world, and we have no clue. So the what ifs, we can make plans, and I know that that's what we are all currently doing, is making all kinds of different plans and scenarios, just so that we're better prepared once we know what direction we need to pull come August.
Well, we appreciate you taking care of us. Our last question is, what is a simple memory that brings you joy?
So that's actually a little hard to answer, but I think anytime I travel or spend time with family and friends, there's, you know, those times is what brings me joy. Remembering, you know, going to the beach with the family, or going to Mexico with friends, or traveling across the ocean to Germany and spending time with friends there. All of those moments just bring joy. I bet, you know, you going to Spain this last semester or the fall semester, probably those are memories that you will always remember.
Definitely.
And wish that probably mom or dad were with you as well during that time. But to me, the simplest memories are just things that I do with family.
That's very cool. All right, well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us, Sal. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
You enjoy your summer.
Thank you.